How you respond matters. How you respond matters. My weekly lessons learned. The lessons that I am learning are right when I need them. It's just like I'm learning, I'm hearing things, I'm learning these lessons, and I'm also getting ways to navigate the lessons that I'm learning, if that makes sense. So, number one, how you respond matters. Number two, before assuming anything, ask. That's all you got to do is ask. We're in the world. Nevertheless, we're not of the world. That's for believers. It ain't for everybody. When it pertains to that, what I'm saying is we're not to be like other people that are not believers. They respond, they react differently. So I just want to remind you of that. People that, oh, this was a good one. People that you don't agree with are excellent training facilities that reveal has the gospel really penetrated your heart. Forgiveness, here's another one. Forgiveness is seeing the person that hurt you and you don't want to hurt them back. I was like, man, there was a time when I saw the person that hurt me and I wanted to hurt them back. I wanted to see them hurt. Nevertheless, I know I had healed when I saw the person that hurt me and I did not want to hurt them back. I know I had forgiven when I saw the person that hurt me and I didn't want to hurt them back. Let me run these lessons down. So this morning I'm listening to a sermon titled How should we respond to this? So it's so timely because of what we're seeing that's happening, the different shootings, the different things that we're seeing. How should we respond to this? Should we respond with hurt? Should we respond with anger? How should we respond? Oh, here's another lesson I forgot to share. When you trigger somebody and you've known you have triggered them, don't keep pressing the trigger. I said something yesterday and the person was triggered and I was like, "Oh, you're triggered." And then they said, "You make me want to cuss." And I was just like, "Well, I'm not making you want to cuss. That's just what's already in you. Like nobody can make you anything unless it's already there, right?" And so I just left it as that. But I noticed the person was triggered and I said, "Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone. That's a topic, that's a word that they don't like, obviously." And so I left it alone. But yeah, the things that are happening, and it's all about, this is the lesson that I learned that our coach taught us last week. I'm going to share this word with you. And it's called emotional forecasting. And it's so right on time. So what is emotional forecasting? It is the practice of using self-awareness, wisdom, and past experience to predict the emotional challenges and opportunities that certain seasons, situations, or circumstances will bring into your life. It's the discipline of looking ahead and asking, based on what I know about myself, my patterns, and my circumstances, what emotional weather am I likely to encounter and how can I prepare for it? I am so glad that I got that lesson last week. So now when I'm in these environments, I can predict the weather. Like if somebody gets triggered, oh, so they're a little bit anxious. They have a little anger right there. I need to back off. Self-awareness. So if I did not have the self-awareness and the social awareness, I would have just kept on talking. I would have just let's see how mad they can get. But I noticed that and I backed off. And there are also people who are easily triggered by certain things, certain words. And so what I do, or certain looks, certain stares. And so what I do, I don't engage. When I hear them say these things, I disengage. I don't say anything. I don't hype them up. I act like I don't even hear it. Okay, so those are things that I do when it comes to emotional forecasting. And we need this in this time that we're in, because on social media, you can go scrolling. You could be in the comment section arguing with somebody. And the question is why? It is okay to see something that you don't agree with and keep scrolling. You don't have to engage all the time. Like, why do you feel the need to clap back to say something? We're in the world, not of the world. That's worldly. Okay? Argue with people about their opinions. Why? Like, what's the need for that? So this morning, as I'm listening to the sermon, how should we respond? He gave some scriptures, and I was like, "Oh, these are good. I'm gonna share them with you." This is the lesson. And then I was listening to another sermon, and it was talking about, excuse me, like I got a burp, and they were talking about how we're the clay, and God is constantly molding us. We're not like we used to be. He's constantly molding us. And it was referring to, when there's a break, like say you break a bone, you have to reset it, right? If you don't reset it, then you walk around with it, maybe disfigured or not working properly. So I was like, all of this stuff is tying together. I see what you're doing, Lord. So here's one of the scriptures, Proverbs 24:17. Do not rejoice when your enemy falls, and let not your heart be glad when he stumbles. Okay, that's one of the scriptures. Right on time. Think about it. Here's another one. Romans 12:14-16, NIV version. Bless those who persecute you, and bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Mourn with those who mourn. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be proud, but be willing to associate with people of a low position. Do not be conceited, okay? And then we have Proverbs 25:21-22. If your enemy is hungry, give him bread to eat. And if he is thirsty, give him water to drink. For you will heap burning coals on his head, and the Lord will reward you. So those are just some scriptures to tie into how should we respond. That's how we should respond. That's how believers should respond. I ain't saying everybody ain't a believer. I get that. Okay? You can tell. Okay? You can tell. No judgment. We just see it. So I just want to remind you. And he was talking also, he said this, it was so profound. He said the world has a virus. And the question is, have we caught the symptoms? What are the symptoms? Coughing, clapping back, being nasty, being just saying all kind of stuff, like celebrating someone's tragedy, things like that. The world has a virus. Have we caught the symptoms? So profound. Listen, I just gave you the scriptures to back that up. So just read them at your leisure. Read before and after. If you really want to get the full understanding, read a couple chapters before and read a couple chapters after to get the full concept of what the Bible is saying. We have to be mindful that we are in the world and not of the world. We have to be mindful of that. And be mindful not to catch the virus that the world got. The world has a virus. The question is, do you have the symptoms? So these are my lessons. And I say, like I said, they're tying into everything that's happening. The emotional forecasting is the bow that wraps around it all, followed by the scriptures. Because how you respond matters. I want to end just like I started. How you respond matters. The question is, how are you responding? Are you responding or are you reacting? Because those are two different things. And here's what I want you to be mindful of. When you react, they're in control. When you respond, you're in control. And sometimes the best response is no response. Those are my weekly lessons learned. I hope they were helpful and valuable to you, just like they were valuable to me. I'll see you in the next video.